Joe, I've talked to Homeland Security experts over the years about these kinds of situations, and the harsh reality is that for law enforcement and security, as your last guest was just pointing out, it is just incredibly difficult to defend everything at all times in this entire country. This is a very big country. We have a lot of venues. We have a lot of gathering places, and law enforcement will tell you that the soft targets are the ones that they have nightmares about, because it's just nearly impossible to secure them. You can set up security perimeters. You can screen people going into these venues. You can take all of those prudent and responsible steps. But in a situation like this, the assailant was apparently not even in the venue. He was in a building across the way from the venue at a fair distance. So how do you secure against all of that? Law enforcement will tell you it's just a very, very difficult situation. There you see the graphics. So if you're not going to ban outdoor gatherings in the United States, how do you protect people at a gathering like this? What they will tell you is that the way to do it is by gathering intelligence up front on the people who might be suspected of doing this. But as your last guest just pointed out, this individual does not seem like he would have been the type of person who would have been high on any kind of particular watch list, although there are reports that he was known to local law enforcement, which may have given them some indication of his state of mind, what he was thinking, how dangerous he might have been. But even that is difficult politically and legally, because people have rights in this country, and if they have not committed a crime yet, it's very difficult to sort out who is the type of person who might explode in a fit of rage and who is the person who is just stewing and won't take any violent action. That is the tremendous challenge for law enforcement in this country. It is just a very, very difficult situation. It's compounded by the fact that our gun laws are very lenient, particularly in Nevada, where it is legal to purchase weapons without a permit. It's legal to have open carry in public places. I can tell you that last summer, when we were at some of the political conventions and there was real political sort of unrest and antagonism in the streets, very tense moments in the streets, there were people in Cleveland who showed up with long guns over their shoulders. And I asked them, why are you here in this crowd with a rifle? What is the point of that? And they said, I'm here because I can. I'm demonstrating my rights to carry this weapon here in public. So there are people who will defend those rights to carry weapons even in politically tense crowds in this country intently. And so that's another obstacle for law enforcement, because if they can't shut down that venue, then it's very difficult for them to stop anybody who's carrying a weapon in public because they have the right to do it. So this is just the absolute worst case scenario, a completely difficult challenge for law enforcement, and there's just not much you can do to secure everything at all times in this country, Joe.
Just wonder how many places now where just local officials, if they know there's going to be a large gathering, you're going to look around, just look around for vantage points looking down on it too, because this was, this is a hotel where anyone can go in and get a room, and it just, the vantage point was so optimal for doing the most damage. I don't, not all concert venues have that. Down in Orlando, obviously,
Yep.
Eamon, they got into it. But anyway, Eamon, we got to run. The Clark County Sheriff is giving an update. Thanks, though, Eamon. Let's listen in.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.